Well, greetings, everyone, and welcome to this week's podcast, Dale Byron on Poetry. I have a special subject and area that I want to delve into this week that's all about each of us remembering our own true and unique story. And so I've got a little introduction I'd like to read and then a brief poem. And again, it's dedicated to your coming out with inviting your true story. So the introduction and preface for the poem goes like this. Your true story is important. I don't know its contents and its contours, but I'm certain it exists. It reflects the world and your unique and wondrous place in it. Your true story lies deep within your body at a kind of soul level, we might say. It has something to do with what gives you joy, satisfaction, and clarity, combined paradoxically with what over the years has also scared you and broken your heart wide open. You may have heard parts of this story, but there is always more to discover and tell if fully and wholeheartedly invited. Well, you are invited. And further speaking of invitation, inviting your most authentic story into the world almost always requires confronting some level of disorientation and confusion. This confusion is normal, I hasten to say, and according to the amazing poet Wendell Berry, this confusion is absolutely required as we step into telling our true and authentic story. Also, bringing forth your true story will almost always require a combination of silence, good conversation, of course, writing, along with a significant amount of patience, all those things. The operating system and value set of our dominant Western culture, however, is often not that helpful in our story finding and telling pilgrimage. The overarching ideas of separation from each other and the natural world, plus a philosophy of extraction, dominance over others and nature, competition, and profit seeking at all costs tends to retard our stories rather than invite them into the world. So the following is a poem that wants to set the record straight. It makes a stumbling yet full-throated and definitely full-hearted attempt to say to you, each of you, please tell your story, tell your true story. We care, I care, and want to hear it. The poem does everything possible to invite your participation at whatever level you want. It is infused with invitation, with empathy, and yes, with permission. Okay, so here's the poem called Remember Your True Story. Remember your true story. Remember your true story, even if you can barely feel it or see it or believe in its tiniest glimmers, its infinitesimally small beginning. Make the minor gesture. Make the minor gesture. Your soul's restive move toward wholeness. Cultivate the soil from which all stories grow, and if fertile, flower. Remember your true story. Remember your true story, its strongest signal out beyond the noise. This fragile living within the cacophony of a daily smallness and fear and fear. Remember your true story, its nascent feeling, deeper than knowing alone. Savor its words, its stumbles, scars, broken places inside you. Remember the kind and kindred too, those walking you home, who step carefully in such an amazing and mysterious world. Remember how you and those you love have been torn into, yet continue healing. The wiser ones saying what mountains say. The wiser ones saying what mountains say, giving sequoia advice and wolf prayers, how storms are wise too, embracing an ocean's fiercest waves, realizing how you and that magnificent other are forever connected to the intoxicating scent of the grandiose spring jasmine, this world's quiet look of belonging. Remember to anchor your truest story to those things real and right. Remember the stunning beauty of falling snow, how the honeysuckle and wild roses revive this world. Remember the clouds, those magic vapors of winter's breathing. Remember the sky, your deepest roots. Remember the gentle ones, their arms tender, reaching out to you. Those who joyfully helped, hugged and healed and cried with you. Remember the saving grace. Remember the saving grace. Yes, especially this earthly grace. Remember your truest story, costing everything your soul must give. This sacred journey without distance, this sacred journey without distance, from head to heart to hands. Remember your truest story, costing everything your soul must give. This sacred journey without distance, from head to heart to hands. That is my sincere invitation to each of you. My sincere invitation to you to tell your true story, to begin in any way that makes sense for you. Because the world, needs to hear your true story more than ever. More than ever. Thank you so much for your listening ear. Until next time and next poem, please take good care of yourself. And if you can, someone else.